So Biden has asked for this.
Unity is the most elusive goal of all, but nothing is important than that right now, unity.
But before that, they said this.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
If reelected, he will be a dictator on day one.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution.
And I will, quote, terminate the United States Constitution.
Authoritarianism and totalitarianism.
A person who's telling them, I'm going to be a dictator.
Well, Hitler was duly elected.
That's right.
Right?
Autocracy and dictatorship.
The dehumanizing rhetoric of Adolf Hitler.
Who I got to vote for to keep Hitler out the White House.
There has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump.
He's an existential threat to democracy.
I own it all. I am a dictator.
Like acts committed by a dictator, or even says he will be one.
I mean, that is Nazi imagery.
So dictatorial, authoritarian tendencies.
He wants to build camps for millions of people.
He will be a dictator on day one.
The term vermin was really effectively used by Adolf Hitler and by Mussolini.
Things that we see happening today is a sort of a sleepwalking into dictatorship in the United States.
He wants to assert autocratic powers. They've just given him a license for dictatorship.
What did President Trump, what he did today is straight out of a dictator's playbook.
It has historically been the province of dictators like Vladimir Putin, Benito Mussolini, Joseph Stalin, or Adolf Hitler.
He is behaving like a Hitler or Mussolini-style fascist dictator.
Donald Trump is a great threat to our democracy.
He could be violent, that he would connect himself to violent people, and that he figured he was above the law.
Donald Trump believes that he should be the ruler, the dictator of the United States of America.
Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans quote a clear and present danger to our democracy.
The left are professional sensationalizers and misquoters. Everything they say is meant to control people's view of reality and control the narrative. Even to the point that in 2019 they formed an institution called GARM that controls 90% of all advertising in the entire world. That was just in time for the 2020 election so that all of the hateful rhetoric of the left could be put out there in front of everybody. But anything from the conservative voice that would be talking about the corruption or the ineptitude of the left would just get silenced. I noticed right now on YouTube, it is getting harder to put your voice out there. They've added a new safeguard where you have to swear in every single video that you put out that it's going to adhere to all of these guidelines and there's going to be nothing controversial in that video. Guaranteed, from the right's perspective, from a conservative perspective. Here at Gen Opt Out, we want the truth. Nothing bothers me more when I hear correspondents and pundits talking about something, these talking heads talking about something that I know is a lie. They're misquoting, say, Donald Trump or somebody else, and talking about how horrible they are, talking about how they're a danger to democracy or whatnot. And everything they say is a lie based on some misquote or some misrepresentation of what they've said. It's just ridiculous. And they know. They know everything that they say is a lie. But why do they do it? To control the narrative, to control you and your thoughts. Tonight I looked on some more liberal-leaning X pages. One in particular, Rachel Maddow. So I looked on hers, and this is what it said. It said, Trump's policy in the Russia versus Ukraine war is let Russia win. That's not true. She says that as soon as he gets into office, he's going to let Russia win. But that's not what he said at all. He said, before I even get into office, the war will be done. Because he's going to get on the phone with all the leaders and he's going to work it out. He's going to get it done. And in this kind of situation, it's not really a win-lose situation. It is a lose-lose situation. No one is winning in this war. And no one wins by continuing this war. But for some reason, the left wants to continue the war. They want to use Ukraine as a battering ram against Putin. They want to use Ukraine for whatever their agenda is, and then they'll come in, BlackRock, Vanguard, after the war is done, give Ukraine this huge rebuilding, reconstruction loan. The Bidens will probably have some of it too, because they do invest in infrastructure rebuilding. It's a very lucrative business when you allow for the destruction of countries. I don't think in saying that I'm saying anything dishonest. Hunter Biden got a lot of money for his infrastructure investment company from China. A percentage goes to the big man, Joe Biden. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? But Rachel Maddow, on her Twitter, what she's posted says that, trying to say that Trump is a friend of Putin, saying that they're on the same side and he's just going to try to let his buddy win. That's what she's trying to say. And it's a straight up lie. It just makes me so mad. Does something like that make you mad? Is there a lie that you've heard in the media that just irks you? Throw it in the comments. I want to hear about it. Thank you.